Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina, I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video, I am bringing you my Q3 update on my plan to pan for 2024. So if you want to see how I'm going on all my products that I want to hit pan on or finish up this year in 2024, then stay tuned. But before we get into the video, if you are new around here and you love watching project panning related content or any other beauty related content, make sure you subscribe down below. And without further ado, let's jump on in to the update. I'm here to bring you my Q3 update on my plan to pan products. The start of the year, I went through my entire makeup collection and I selected out a ginormous list of products that I wanted to try and hit pan on or completely use up this year. So I've been working on these items in various projects or on the sideline since the start of the year, and I'm here to give you my Q3 update. If you do want to see Q1 or Q2 or the intro of my plan to pan, I will leave a link to the card up in the corner and you can go check those out. Then come on back and see how I'm going for Q3. Q3, I'm actually kind of excited to share with you how I'm going on my products. There's a lot of movement happening and it makes me very excited. I'm excited to see the list at the end of the year. I think I'm going to get most of it off the list, which is very exciting. So let's start off with my eyeshadow pans and my samples. So my goal for the last couple of years has been to hit pan on at least 24 eyeshadows in a year. Last quarter, I was sitting at 19 eyeshadow pans hits, so I was well ahead. I was striving ahead. This quarter, I have managed to hit the 24 eyeshadow pans. Now, my goal between now and the end of the year, I kind of want to try and hit maybe like 30 pans. So that's really only, I'm filming this one a little bit early. I'm filming this video a little bit early than I was hoping, but I've got like half of September left and then I've got another quarter. I've got 3.5 months to hit 6 eyeshadow pans. I think it's doable. So I think that's going to be like my updated goal for eyeshadow pans this year. I want to try and hit 30 pans now by the end of the year. So we've got 6 left to go. And I feel like I'm almost hitting pan on a couple that are in like my pan those eyeshadows. And I'm really hoping to finish off level 6 for my project level up by the end of the year. So I have another 3 pans to hit in that palette. And then like it's just another 3 in my pan those eyeshadows. So I may even get more pans than 30 this year, which would be insane, but 30 is the goal for now. And next up was my samples. So I'm trying to use up 100 samples this year. Last month I was really dragging behind. Last quarter I was only up to 41 samples used up. I am still kind of dragging behind, but I feel like I'm starting to kind of claw my way back a little bit. I'm currently sitting at 60 samples. So I really need to pull my socks up when it comes to trying to use up samples if I have any hope of getting the 100 samples. But I do feel like I am really honing in on them at the moment. So I'm definitely going to be hitting maybe like around maybe between the 90 and 100, I want to say. Because I feel like 20 samples between now and the end of the year is very doable. But I don't know whether I'm necessarily going to hit the 100 mark. So I think maybe it's going to be somewhere between maybe the 80 to 100 mark that I end up at by the end of the year. Let's move into lip products. If you have been here for any of these updates, you know I'm currently working on a bucket load of lip products. And I've managed to use up a couple, which is exciting. First one is my NARS lip balm in Fast Lane. You may remember last update I had the tiniest little skerrick left in the sample pot. I did manage to use that one up. I don't actually have the sample pot anymore because I've like refilled it with something else. But never fear, the NARS lip balm is finished, which is exciting. Last update as well, I mentioned that I was working on the Lana Lips Rhubarb Tinted Lip Balm. So I think I had just cut this open last time and I managed to get it all finished. I did cut it open. I think at one stage I scraped everything out into a sample pot. And then I have now managed to completely finish this one up. So that's 2 lip products done and dusted so far. Another one, which I'm very excited to finally share that I have finished up, is my Fenty Lip Gloss in Confetti. This one was taking me so long. For some reason, I just couldn't get the last little bit finished. But over the last month in my team project pan, I decided that I was so determined. I just woke up one day and I was like, this guy is going to be finished by the next update. And I made it a determined effort. And I managed to get this one completely finished up. So 3 lip products completely finished up, which is very exciting. The next one is my L'Oreal Colorish lipstick in 630. Now this one as well, I have had amazing progress. So I have managed to wear this one down to like the plastic top there. So it's completely scraped out. So I wore it as my everyday lipstick until my lips started like scraping on the plastic. Once that happened, I have since depotted it into this little sample tub here. So this is how much I have left. And I'm currently using this in my Partners in Cream project pan as a cream blush. So I don't use this every day, but I am using it regularly and consistently. And I think I probably actually need to increase my usage a little bit to ensure that I have this one finished by the end of the year. But I'm happy with the progress that I'm making on it. When I first scooped everything out of there, it was like completely full, almost overflowing. And over the last like month or 2, I've managed to get it to the point where it is starting to like dip into the pot, which is something. It's a small win, but it's definitely a win nonetheless. So I'm making progress on that one. This one's not finished just yet, but I'm very hopeful that I can get it done in 3 months. And then the last 2 lip products that I need to update you on are these 2. So these are the 2 remaining ones still in the project. So the Too Faced Spice Spice Baby Lipstick, I recently rolled into my team project pan. And then my Mecca Lip Balm in Natural. This one's been in my Deck of Panning project pan for the last month. And I'm very happy to report that I am making sensational progress on both of these. This is how much is left on the lip balm. So I'm hopeful that maybe I might even be able to have this one finished, or at least to the top of the cap or the top of the bullet by the time I update on my Deck of Panning. I think I will scrape this one out just because I use this one every morning while I'm doing the rest of I'll do my foundation, set my face with powder, and then I'll apply this on my lips. While that's like sinking in to my lips, I'll do my brows, my complexion products like my blush, bronzer, highlighter, and then I'll come back to this on my lips and put my lipstick on. So that's how I've been using it, because I'm wearing it basically every day in the morning when I'm doing my makeup. I think there's definitely a chance that I'll be able to have it completely finished to the top of the packaging there by the time I update my Deck of Panning next. And then in terms of the stuff that's in the bullet, I don't think that will take me very long either, especially because I'm using it every single day. And then the last lip product I need to update you on is the Spice Spice Baby lipstick. I have introduced this in to my Team Project pan, and as you can see there, this is how much is left. So I don't think this one will take me much longer to get down to the packaging. I'm not sure how much product is left in the bottom of the bullet on this one. I will have to gauge where I'm at with my L'Oreal lipstick before I decide on whether I want to include this one as a cream blush as well. My only issue with using this one in particular as a cream blush is the formula is quite a creamy formula. It's quite a soft formula. So I worry that because of that, using it as a blush, it might move around on my face quite a lot. It might almost feel sticky. My hair might get caught in it. So I definitely would want to test it out before committing to using it up as a cream blush. Moving into pencil products, last update I was working on my LH Cosmetics eyeliner in Acelia Flash. I managed to get this one used up, I think it was last month. So there's that one completely used. And I also was working on my NYX lip liner in Hot Red. And I've also managed to get that one finished. So these two take me to having 2 eyeliners used up this year and now 2 lip liners. So that was my goal for the year, was to have 2 in each category used up. So I've managed to get those ones completed. In terms of the LH Cosmetics eyeliner, now I do have a few more eyeliners in my collection, and I know there's a lot of drama around the LH Cosmetics eyeliners at the moment. First of all, I used this one up before all of the drama was released, and the other one as well that I used up this year was before the drama made like mainstream. Secondly, I do have a few eyeliners from her in my collection that didn't contain the particular ingredient in their like ingredient deck. So I did manage to find an article that contained a list of the affected eyeliner formulas. So I have gone through my collection, and the ones that were affected that I still have in any event, most of them I think were dry. So I've decided to declutter the colorful ones that I had, and then a couple of the other ones that I have that aren't didn't have that ingredient in the formula, I have decided to keep. And then I think I have maybe 1 or 2 more that are the affected product, and I'm still deciding on those particular ones. So the one that I currently have in my Partisan Cream is a color that didn't have the ingredient in it, so that one's fine. I think there's only one out of the ones that I kept that is an affected color, so I'm still deciding on what to do with that one. I was thinking maybe I could just use it for arts and craft, like, if you know what I mean. I sometimes, as like a way of, as like a Zen activity, I will do face charts. So I thought maybe I'll just keep it for that purpose. And that was what I was thinking of doing with the bright colorful ones, because I think it was like the yellow and the orange and the green maybe were on the list. And I was like, oh, I'll just keep them as eyeliners that I could use for like creative face charting. But then I tried them and they were like so dry and like brittle. So I was like, I'm just going to declutter these. Next up is foundations. Now I have 2 foundations still in the project. The NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. And then in this bottle here is the MAC Radiance Face and Body Radiant Foundation. Something like that. Radiant Sheer Foundation. Something like that. So my NARS foundation, I actually managed to use this one up a couple of months ago. So that one is completely finished, and I'm now working on my MAC foundation. I am pairing this with another foundation. I'm mixing them currently in my Team Project pan. I'm sitting at like halfway on this product. I don't think that I will have this one completely finished by the end of the year, but I definitely want to make sure that I have it used up early next year, because this one now is the oldest foundation in my collection by, I think, about like 6 to 8 months. And so I want to make sure I'm using this one up like next in line, because otherwise it's just going to be like, it's going to be far too old. So definitely want to make sure I'm using this one up like as the next foundation to finish up in my collection. My hair care products now, I'm trying to use up 5 hair care products try to use up 5 hair care products in 2024, because hair care products for me has always traditionally been a product or a product category that I accumulate them in really badly, but I never use them up. So that's why I have been trying to focus on getting some of them used up and out of my collection this year. And I did manage to get 2 finished up over the last quarter. So one of them is actually a hairspray. So this is the Sedell Raspberry Punch Extra Firm Hairspray. So I've managed to get that one finished. And then I finally finished up my KMS Flat Out Straightening Cream. This one I had been working on for a very long time. I think I may have even started working on this one in a project last year. It took me a while to get through, but I'm happy to report that I did get that one finished. And having those 2 used up actually takes me to having 6 hair care products used up this year. I think that that's probably going to be it for this year, because the main product that I'm currently like panning, actually I lie, I probably will have 1 more finished up this year, and that will just be a dry shampoo, which in my opinion is kind of cheating a little bit because I find them quite easy to use. But in terms of all the other hair care products that I currently have, or I'm currently like using and dabbling in, I don't think any of them will be used up before the end of the year, just because most of them are fairly new or they are like quite a large size. So I think that will probably be it for the hair care items. I did also want to mention, in terms of my lip products, I know I have on my list for this year to use up 1 liquid lipstick. That still hasn't become something. I think once I finish up my Too Faced Spice Spice Baby lipstick, I might try and focus more in on a liquid lipstick. But until I use this one up, I think I'm just going to abandon the liquid lipstick like goal. But if I can get this one used up maybe like by next month or the month after, or like within a few months, I think I will rotate something in as a liquid lipstick to use up. But there's definitely no chance that I will have a liquid lipstick finished by the end of the year. But I may be able to at least like focus on one for maybe like a whole month or something like that, and just gauge how much progress I can make on a liquid lipstick in like a month's worth of dedicated usage. Now moving into my like powder products and miscellaneous products. In terms of powder products, on my list is to hit pan on the 6 remaining shadows in my Modern Renaissance palette that I haven't hit pan on yet. And I am happy to report I have made progress on this one. So over the last month, this palette is actually now my focus palette in my project Level Up. So since the introduction of this palette, I have managed to hit pan on 3 shadows. So I've hit pan on Vermeer, Primavera, and Realgar. So now I have 3 pans left to hit. So I still have to hit pan on Bonfresco, Antique Bronze, and Venetian Red. So only 3 pans left to hit in this palette, and that was why I was saying I think I will get very close to hitting 30 eyeshadow pans in this year, because I still have 3 pans to hit in this one to complete level 6. So I'm happy with how I'm going on this one. It's going to be fine. It's going to be cutting it fine to try and hit 3 pans in this palette before the end of the year, because they are probably the hardest shades in the palette for me personally, but I am going to continue to persevere. We also have my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Sculpture Palette. I'm currently trying to finish up the color Diffused Light in here, and I am very excited to show you. I have actually hit pan on this one, so I definitely think that there is a chance that I will have this one finished by the end of the year. Well, actually, not that there's a chance. I think it definitely will happen. It's just whether it happens like next month or the month after. It is still like not substantially high, but higher on this side. Obviously, it being closer to the highlighter, and then this side along here as well, obviously being closer to the blush. But it's getting quite low, and I've hit pan on the other side, so there's not much left to go. I think maybe like 2 months and I'll have this one completely finished. That would mean that I have 4 pans in this palette, only 2 left to go. I think I want to try and have this one completely empty next year. The problem child with this palette now is just going to be this highlighter. This highlighter for me, I just find it's a little bit, it's like a smidge too dark. So I'll probably have to find a way to wear this, or potentially maybe franken it with something else. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to dabble with that one a little bit more. Or maybe because we're coming into summer, maybe I'll be able to like put it on my shoulders and like legs and stuff, so I look like a glowing, beautiful goddess when I'm outside. But even then, I think it's probably still a little bit too dark for me. I am a pasty being, and I just think it's probably going to still be too dark for me. I definitely would have to probably wear some tan. My Pat McGrath Labs Intensifies Artistry Wand. I'm kind of annoyed at myself that I even put this on the list this year, because it's such a useless product to try and track. I am still using it. I used it today. I don't know how much is left. I'm just gonna continue to use it. But I would definitely like to finish it at some point. I just don't know how far away the finish line is, which is annoying. That one, my Milani Luminoso blush. I haven't been using this one. I definitely think now that we're coming into summer, I probably might be able to use this one a little bit more. And I am also starting to get to the point with my Pan That palette that I'm thinking maybe it's time to finish up with that palette for this year. So I don't know, I think maybe if I'm able to hit the goals in my Pan That palette that I have set for myself, maybe then I'll like let that one go and then focus on this one. I'm not quite sure. I would maybe like to just focus on this one for maybe just like a month or two, just to see how much progress I can make. But at the moment, it just hasn't happened. My goal of finishing one eyeshadow is actually getting very, very close. So I am currently working on my Chica y Chico One Shot Eye Palette. I'm working on the color Cointreau, which is just this like cream color here. I've just been using it as a lid setting shade. I have recently repressed this one. It was like right around the outside. It was starting to get really quite thin and difficult to pick up on my brush. So I repressed it into the center there. And as you can see, it's starting to really diminish. I think maybe like 2 months and this one will be completely finished. That would actually probably be, I think, my first ever completely used up eyeshadow. I normally just like hit pan and then I'm like, see ya next time. So I'm happy to see that I am making good progress on using that one up. Isle of Paradise Self-Tanning Drops. Still haven't used these ones, but I definitely think maybe I might use them tonight and then see how I go. And if I like them, I don't think it will be too much. I don't think it'll be too much hassle to get it completely used up, because there's really, like, when I look at it, there's really not much left in there. And then we have my face powders. You guys know the main ones I've been working on is my Pat McGrath Labs Under Eye Setting Powder, my Juvia's Place powder. My Pat McGrath one, I still, like, there's still a really good dip going in there, but still no pan to be found. So I'm just going to continue to use this one. I don't think I will see pan on it at all this year, but I am still using it every time I do my makeup. And my Juvia's Place powder, I did repress this one recently, and since repressing it, I have hit pan again. This one will definitely be finished by the end of the year. It's probably going to take me maybe 1 or 2 more months left on it. It is quite high, like on this bottom side here. So probably like 1 or 2 more months. I am using this every day as like my setting powder. So I'm using it very regularly and consistently. So it's going to be gone soon. And then last but not least is my Secret Cuticle Oil. This product is just holding on for dear life. There's only a small amount left. I am trying to get this one finished within like the next month. I am just sick of the sight of it. I'm sick of using it. So I am very determined to get this one finished sometime soon. I use it probably like maybe 4 or 5 times a week. There's not much left in there, but obviously being an oil, you don't need much. But I want to see it gone very soon. I will do a happy dance when this is finished. But it's just the packaging is gross because it's an oil. If I'm not careful, it can collect lots of like dirt and dust. So I want to see it gone. It will definitely be gone by the next update or the finale. The next update will be the finale on this project. But in terms of when I get it finished, I definitely want to see this well and truly done within 3 months. I do not want to have this one around in December. Like, I don't want it to be hanging on for dear life like it has been for so many years. Even just considering how much progress I've made since I introduced it, I've made a lot, but I just want it done. I want it done. Please help me get it done. So that is the last product to update you on. I'm very happy with how I'm going on these products. There are some categories or some products that are taking me a little bit longer than I would have hoped, but I'm still making really good progress across the board. I'm happy to see that I've already ticked off so many goals on my plan to pan. Like, I had almost like half the list done by Q2, which I'm very happy with. So that is my update on my plan to pan. Let me know down in the comments how you're going on any products that you're hoping to have used up this year in 2024. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you do love watching project panning content or any other beauty related content. That's it for this video, beautiful. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, beautiful.